Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nadeau with you on a 10-race Sunday car. Good, strong turf racing today. And, of course, the big news, the Rainbow Six in race number 5. That's $350,000 in the estimated jackpot. The other big news as well, don't forget now, we announced today we're going to have a mandatory Rainbow Six next Saturday. The 11-race card has been drawn. But let's go back to today, Sunday. Pete Aiello is upstairs with your course and weather conditions.
It's a spring-summer day here in Allendale with temperatures in the upper 80s. The sun is out. The main track is fast. The Tapeta track is always fast. The turf course is firm. In race 1, number 5, Founders Day, make the jockey Chris Landeros. Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the inside, Judge Judith and Big Band Luzianne, the first two to begin from first race favorite Novella, who comes away in third. Up on the outside, Okay Fine, marches into fourth with Starry Hope at the rail. In between horses, Founders Day, the early trailer is Musical Romance. In the run around the first turn, Big Band Luzianne and Amisael Jaramillo settle in up top. They lead by a length and a half. Novella is a keen second from Judge Judith in third. Starry Hope is at the rail in fourth, followed fifth by Okay Fine. Back at the inside, it's Founders Day, and Musical Romance is at the back. They complete the quarter in 24-1. They're inside 5 furlongs from the finish. The leader is Big Band Luzianne by a length and a half. Novella is in a prime tracking position, a joint second with Judge Judith on her outside. Then long shot Starry Hope, who's in the green colors, white blinkers, about 5 lengths off the speed. Okay Fine's on her outside. A length and a half more to Musical Romance and Founders Day. They went to half in 47-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Big Band Luzianne has the lead by a length and a half. Judge Judith and Fernando Jara, the first to make a move second. Looking for room. It's Paco on Novella from third. 3 back to Starry Hope, then Okay Fine. Dropping back is Musical Romance. They're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:10-2. Novella needs room. She needs it bad. She's looking for a seam as they come past the 8th pole. Big Band Luzianne still has the lead. Novella, she's loose now with a 16th to go, and she's powering forward. Here comes Novella under patient Paco handling. She's on to victory. Novella by 3 in the end. Going to be a good battle here for second that goes to Big Band Luzianne. Okay Fine is third. Starry Hope ran fourth in 1:34-1. And they're off. On the far outside, it's Mr. Cooper who gets one of the first calls. Bourbon Warrior has speed. Anadolu guarding inside position, and Anadolu is on to challenge in the run to the half-mile point. Emerging between horses, XY Face into third. Bernardo's Legacy is together with Royal Aberdeen. Deep on the course, Amazing Woo. On the far outside goes Mr. Cooper. Saving ground, Jake's Affection. Then Sir Banana Brian. Out the back, Paisan and Walking Testimony. Around the far turn at the 5/16 at a big price. It's Bourbon Warrior, clear by a length and a half. Anadolu is now second. 2 more. That's the outside horse, XY Face. Bernardo's Legacy in the blue. Jake's Affection sliding through at the inside. Also running home a touch is Royal Aberdeen. Plenty of hopes here. Off the turn and the stretch drive with the advantage. Bourbon Warrior, Jake's Affection up the rail. Here's Sir Banana Brian between horses. XY Face is next. They come past the 8th pole. Bourbon Warrior 60-1. He's still in front. Sir Banana Brian surging into second, but the upset is on. Bourbon Warrior bombs away. Second is Sir Banana Brian. Third is Jake's Affection, and 57-4.
They're off in the Curlin, Florida Derby. After 3/4 in 1:12-1, Known Agenda is now on to take over the lead. It's Known Agenda. Agenda for St. Elias Stable. Florida Derby winner, Known Agenda.
And they're off. Level beginning, they're across the course early with Devil at Midnight and Sugar Treat, the first two to get acquainted. Speeding through between them, Naughty Favors into the top flight. My Wife Knows It All comes away fourth. Miguel's Bell is fifth, wide and trying to angle over. The back markers are Nikki Jolene and Special Affair. And the run to the half-mile point. Naughty Favors in the middle, Sugar Treat in tight toward the rail, three wide. Devil at Midnight is now third. Miguel's Bell, well spotted to the leader now, racing only a length off the lead now. Back to fifth, it's My Wife Knows It All. Then Katie Kate, trying to wind it up from the back, Nikki Jolene, and Special Affair is last. The opening quarter was 22-1. They have a quarter of a mile left to run, and the leader is Naughty Favors, taken on by Devil at Midnight. Launched to the far outside. Here's the run coming from My Wife Knows It All. Sugar Treat leads room. Miguel's Bell tries to fight on. Katie Kate off cover. Who do you like here? Off the turn and the stretch drive. Here comes Katie Kate after Devil at Midnight. Devil at Midnight and Katie Kate. Katie Kate going on. Katie Kate now has the lead. Naughty Favors is back to second, trying to run home for a slice. It's My Wife Knows It All, but it's Katie Kate to win it. Katie Kate by 2 in the end. Second, Naughty Favors. Third, Devil at Midnight in 103-4. And they're off. Level beginning. Menelik, one of the first into stride. Belts and Brooks won't be far away. Out in the middle, it's Vikram moving forward in the yellow blinkers as they run out of the chute. With the advantage, it's Menelik on top at a nice price, a length and a half better than Vikram in second. At the inside, Belts and Brooks, and from between horses, it's Cobble Road. Then Alfio, the gray Pure Spite, is third last. Redisser second last. Holiday Fantasy improves with an inside lane and is now improving in traffic quickly now as Belts and Brooks, who was second early, got shuffled all the way to last behind a 24-second opening quarter. They make their way to the half-mile part, and the contest, and the leader is Menelik by a length and a half. They're stacked and packed behind him, and they're across the course, too. From between horses, Cobble Road, Vikram is right there, so is Redisser at the rail Alfio. Then down at the inside goes Belts and Brooks, and shuffling to last again is Holiday Fantasy, as out of the scrum comes Pure Spite to go on the attack. They put on some speed in that second quarter, and now they round the far turn. Menelik by a neck. Here's the gray. Pure Spite up alongside in second. They've gone well clear of the others. Third is Redisser. Fourth is Cobble Road. Nobody running home from the back, so Pure Spite appears to have this to throw away. Pure Spite and Ivan Pimentel Jr. turn for home through three quarters in 111-1. He's on his way. Pure Spite now by 4 by 5. Menelik is second. The rest just left in the wake of Pure Spite, who's running up the score with an eighth of a mile to go. Pure Spite, nothing much more to say here. He's long, long gone. Menelik tries to hold second. The battle strictly for third. Here's a late run from Holiday Fantasy. Pure Spite easy. Menelik second. Holiday Fantasy third. Cobble Road is fourth in 137-1. And they're off. Sonio De Campione was off in traffic, so he'll race from off the speed today. With the advantage early, it's Mr. Crowley. Up on the outside, it's Alley-Oop Johnny who's away in second. Happy Runner gets away in good shape. He'll angle over to race in third. Rough Draft is together with Super Energizer. Out three wide, Sword Zorro. Sonio De Campione up near the lead last time, finds himself third last today. Then Napoleonic War, the trailer of the late running Henley's Joy. And the run around the first turn, Mr. Crowley and Leonel Reyes on top a length and a half. Alley-Oop Johnny is there second. In the pocket at the rail, it's Happy Runner and On Hold third. Rough Draft is fourth. The pace is slackened mid-race. At the rail, that's Super Energizer with Sword Zorro out three wide. Then Sonio De Campione. Second last is Napoleonic War, and the trailer remains Henley's Joy. They go to the half-mile part of the contest, and with the advantage, it's still Mr. Crowley. Alley-oop Johnny fighting the rating and shuffling himself right back here. Now Paco has the opportunity to get out if he wants to. He'll sit tight for now. Shuffling back as well was Rough Draft. Getting started is Napoleonic War. Landeros has him on a groove 3 wide. Trying to run home from the back, Sonio de Campione. They reach the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile left to go. Happy Runner's locked in now. On the outside, Napoleonic War trying to get Mr. Crowley. Trying to work to the clear as Happy Runner looking for room. And on the outside, Sonio de Campione comes on next. They come past the 8th pole. Paco got out. Here comes Happy Runner surging forward now. Henley's Joy from downtown might get into second, but it's Happy Runner clear. Happy Runner to win, going away well confidently handled. It's very close for second, either Henley's Joy or Mr. Crowley in 1:33 and 4.
Coast to Coast Pick 5. $1 minimum. Player-friendly 15% takeout. Coast to Coast Pick 5. Every weekend.
They're off and running. Good start for Condora, who heads off for the early lead. Great Venezuela won't let her get too far away. In between horses, Laconia comes away in third. Gridlock is down at the inside with Fast Motion alongside in the run to the half-mile point. It's Condora and Jaramillo on top of half a length. On the outside, Great Venezuela's second. They've gone 2.5 better than Laconia, who's now third. 2 more to Gridlock and Fast Motion at the back. Around the far turn they go. They have 5/16 to run. Great Venezuela trying to overpower Condora on the top. These two whistled a quarter, 21 and 2. They're still 4 ahead of Laconia, who's had a sweet setup and starts to gain a bit of ground. Gridlock's had plenty of pace to chase, but she's not kicking in here, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Great Venezuela who tries to get away. Off the turn in the stretch drive, it's Great Venezuela. Now by 4, by 5, and still moving away. Have to call this what it is. Great Venezuela making 3 to 5 look like easy money as she runs up the score to win by almost 10. Great Venezuela by as much as she wants. Good battle for second, but I think Laconia gets up for second ahead of Condora third. Gridlock is fourth. 102 and 4. And they're off. Good start for 1 of 1, who heads off for the early advantage. Moving out the rail, Foggy Note is on the go. Splitting horses and Black Belt Barbie not far away. Princess Blakely's on the far outside. Then Lexi Spirit, she settles in second last ahead of Bondia, who's last of all with half a mile to race. 1 of 1 has the lead by half a length. Black Belt Barbie is second, Princess Blakely third, Lexi Spirit fourth. Foggy Note gets shuffled, and so did Lexi Spirit. Lexi Spirit had to slam on the brakes, and that did the last horse Bondia no favors as she was trying to angle for a spot. They went 22-2 for the opening quarter. They have 1 of 1 to catch. She leads by a length and a half over Princess Blakely second. Foggy Note back on an even keel. Same could be said for Lexi Spirit. They're circling 3 and 4 wide. Black Belt Barbie calls it an afternoon. They're at the top of the stretch. The leader is 1 of 1. She's 3/16 from home and 2.5 on top. Foggy Note to the attack into second from Princess Blakely and Lexi Spirit. Final 16th of a mile. 1 of 1 is 9-5. And 1 of 1 and Edwin Gonzalez are gate to wire winners. They won by 4. Second is Foggy Note. Third, Lexi Spirit. Fourth, Princess Blakely in 103 and 3. And they're off. Good start from between horses for 30 Thou Kelvin, who heads off for the early lead. Sugar Fix is on the go. These two race on. And down at the rail, Bramble Bay is an early third. Up in the middle, it's Riding Pretty into fourth, with perhaps tonight the favorites between horses in fifth. Jan's Girl's the Gray sixth at this stage, ahead of Forever Dixie in seventh. Starship Agenda is eighth, and ninth and last is Lady Arsino. Around the first turn they go. They're chasing 30 Thou Kelvin, who leads by a length. Sugar Fix is second from Bramble Bay, third at the rail. Followed fourth by Riding Pretty. She's in the two-path. Two better than perhaps tonight. She's a length in front of Jan's Girl, who sets up shop about 6 lengths behind. Forever Dixie is on her outside. Then back to Starship Agenda, and the trailer is Lady Arsino. The opening quarter was 24-2. They race down the backstretch now, and it's jockey Misael Jaramillo harnessing the speed of 30 Thou Kelvin, who went 48 seconds for an opening half mile. Constant pace pressure from Sugar Fix in second. At the rail, it's Bramble Bay a joint third. Riding Pretty's on her outside fourth. Perhaps tonight, given the green light here by Miguel Vasquez to launch a 3-wide bid. Jan's Girl held up at the rail. Jan's Girl needs some way to go for Morelos, a length and a half in front of Forever Dixie. Outkick Starship Agenda and Lady Arsino as they stack and pack behind 30 Thou Kelvin, who still has the lead. Looking for room, Bramble Bay over the top perhaps tonight. Riding Pretty still right there. Jan's Girl hooks to the center. There's an eighth of a mile to go. 30 Thou Kelvin, she still has the lead. Riding Pretty on the outside from way back. Here's Starship Agenda, charging hard with a 16th to go. Forever Dixie erupts between. She's going to get the last call. Forever Dixie wins. Forever Dixie beats Starship Agenda with 30 Thou Kelvin third in 140 and 1. They're off. They're off. Hoping Him blasts off the mark and tries to clear Etnico for the top. He will. Hoping Him with superior speed. Etnico and Outlaw Country away second and third. From the outside, that's Loyal Louie into fourth. Back from there, it's an improving Hilarious Affair as Crosstown Shootout gets the shuffle, and in between horses is Frosted Faith. They leave the backstretch and move around the far turn 3/8 of a mile away. It's now Hoping Him in front 3/4 of a length. Etnico wanting to get out of touch. That's not going to do the backmarkers any favors as they decide where they want to race. Floating up on the outside, Frosted Faith. Outlaw Country in between horses, Hilarious Affair. They're at the top of the stretch. They went the opening quarter in 21-2. Hoping Him. This is how he does business. He's into the drive on top up by 3. From between horses, it's now Hilarious Affair who tries to go get him. Outlaw Country is now third. They come past the 16th pole. It's still Hope and Him. He's still rolling. Closing ground now is Hilarious Affair. Hilarious Affair can't quite reach Hope and Him. Hope and Him saved by the wire. Hilarious Affair second in a good effort. Outlaw Country's in the show photo that I think he wins in 56-1. And runners away. Clean dispatch from the inside. Mo Caliente, the first to break the line. Right alongside her is Whiting Field on the go. These two race on. They're a length and a half in front of Grand Tower, who's trying to angle over with a ton of inside traffic to negotiate. Rapscallion's the gray. Moving up the inside, Dixie Preach in the two-pass Sweet Travels, and 3 wide, that's Rapscallion. Back from behind the speed, Highland Peak angled over from the far outside gate to the two-path. Saving ground is Downing Street, a length and a half in front of Tiggaroo. Then it's Sugar, it's Eli. He's second last, and he's about 8 lengths off the lead. The early trailer is Lomachenko. To the backstretch they go. The opening quarter was 23-4. Luca Panici and Mo Caliente putting up the numbers in front by half a length. On the outside, Whiting Field is their second. Grand Towers racing together with Dixie Preach, their third and fourth. Sweet Travels and Rapscallion travel as a team after them. Down at the rail goes Downing Street. Then it's a covered-up Highland Peak, racing about 6 lengths off the lead in the two-path. A length and a half in front of Tiggaroo with Sugar, it's Eli. The trailer remains that trailer Lomachenko. 47 seconds for the half mile. They round that far turn. On the inside, it's Mo Caliente. On the outside, Whiting Field. They're still heads apart. Vasquez gives the green light to Dixie Preach to try to bridge the gap. Trying to run home from the back. Here's a rail run from Downing Street. Stuck in traffic, Highland Peak. They're at the top of the stretch. On the outside now, it's Whiting Field. Toward the inside, Mo Caliente. Dixie Preach. He's a big price, and he continues to charge hard. 3 back to Downing Street. There's an eighth of a mile to go. From the inside, Mo Caliente fights to hold it. Dixie Preach, and in the middle, Whiting Field. 3 chances here, but Mo Caliente turns them away. Mo Caliente beats Whiting Field with Dixie Preach third. Fourth is Downing Street. And on late was Lomachenko to complete your high five in 141-1.
And that's a wrap on the 10-race Sunday card. We'll take 3 days off. We'll be back with you on Thursday. 8 of them on tap for you in that traditional 110 first post. We hope to see you out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.